What's up, guys? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. I want to thank everybody for rating, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate all the support and the love y'all showing us. And picking up from the last video I did on Pamela Stigger, lady down here in South Florida who was charged and arrested for having inappropriate contact with one of her students. I'm going to jump back on the video, on this video, with the same thing. These 4 teachers up in Georgia arrested within the same week for inappropriate sexual contact with their students. I'll be right back after you watch this video.
Former UGA football player was pulled out of his classroom today.
I don't see him as a man that does that very inappropriate stuff.
New this hour, the sexual assault charge he is facing and why students are stunned. Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm Jovita Moore.
I'm Justin Farmer, and we have the mugshots of the teachers at Meadow Creek, Providence, and Parkview, all accused of having inappropriate relationships with students. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Tony Thomas now with us live from Parkview High in Lilburn. And Tony, students are telling you the teacher there was arrested at school.
Justin, administrators say Mikey Henderson was resigned just as police and human resources at the school were doing parallel investigations. They called him in for a meeting this morning. He resigned and was arrested right after that. Now word began spreading through Parkview hallways as school came to a close.
That I don't believe.
Henderson.
I don't believe that
Mike
at all.
Henderson.
Parkview football players hadn't heard the news as they prepared for their Friday night spring football game. One of their coaches and math teacher, Mikey Henderson, in jail, charged with the sexual assault of a female student.
This has been going around since freshman year, since we were freshman year. So 2 years ago, this has been going around.
Mikey Henderson. Henderson is best known as a UGA football player who made the game-winning catch against Alabama in 2007.
I felt like I missed the opportunity on it.
Henderson joined Gwinnett Schools in 2013.
Like, lots of things happen at the end of the year, but nothing like this. It's kind of crazy.
Henderson's the 3rd Gwinnett area teacher arrested for sexual assault this week. Meadow Creek High track coach Ronnie Jackson is accused of calling a female athlete into a training room to work on her injured groin and asking, allegedly, "Do you want me to kiss the boo-boo to make it feel better?" The student told police he then kissed her 3 times.
All right, you have any questions of me? No, sir.
And Providence Christian Academy community football coach and substitute teacher Darren Evans is jailed. He's charged after allegedly groping and kissing a student, then asking for nude pictures.
It saddens us because this is a warm and nurturing school, and so we take it seriously.
Henderson and the Providence teacher Evans both remain in jail at this hour. Meadow Creek's Ronnie Jackson has bonded out. Live in Gwinnett County, Tony Thomas, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, Tony, thank you. Now, the Spalding County teacher accused of child molestation is also locked up today. 41-year-old Brandy Nichols faces several charges, including enticing a child and statutory rape. Nichols is a 9th grade teacher at Griffin High. She is currently on administrative leave. Okay.
The one thing I want to ask for this lady, Brandy Nichols, for Mikey Henderson, who was, did football and everything, and also for Ronnie Jackson and Darren Evans, was it worth it? Was it worth it, first of all, losing your job and now, possibly, or y'all probably will be registering as sexual offenders, therefore not being able to get any type of job working anywhere, because no one wants that on a job application when you put down, do you have any criminal history? And I said before on the previous video I did with Pamela Stigger that the kids are not safe anywhere. It seems that when things like this happen at church, at school, and after school programs, even at the home, that's why we have social services going in and out of homes, that the kids are really not safe because adults want to take out or to play out their deviant behavior, deviant sexual behavior on kids. And I talked to someone after I did the video on Pam Stigger, and they were saying, well, the kids, they're looking, their stature, they're looking like adults and all this kind of stuff. And I told the person, I say, it still doesn't matter. As adults, keywords adults, the school system, the people that you're working for, when you're working with kids, they want you to have the mindset to know your place as an adult and to be able to direct or redirect a child to do what's right. If a child is doing some inappropriate things in your presence, then you report that to your supervisor. You report that to someone in higher authority. You don't engage in any type of inappropriate behavior with the child. And it's just really sad because I think a lot of these teachers, youth counselors, workers, adults who work with these kids are acting out some old high school or middle school fantasy. They're acting out some fantasy to reach back and to try to be cool again. It's like, come on, most of these people right here, Mickey, Darren, Ronnie, and Brandy, these teachers are probably in their mid 30s, late 40s. And you're dealing with high school students that you cannot go in and just teach them. But now you got to tell a student, let me kiss your wound. You got to grope a student. You got to have a 2-year sexual inappropriate relationship with a student. And for the lady Brandy, she lured the student, enticed the student. Who knows what she did with the student? Well, she had sex with the student. We know that. But it's just becoming so common. It's almost becoming callous to us when we hear these stories. Not knowing what's happening at school with our kids, with our nieces and nephews, with our cousins when we go there, what's happening at these churches, because we hear stuff like this at churches as well. And this video mostly is for the people who are working with the children. I said it in the last video. I don't care how they look. I don't care that they have bulging biceps. I don't care that she's developed breasts like Nicki Minaj. Look here, y'all. They 16. They 17. Yeah, it's sad their parents let them dress like that. Yeah, it's sad they come to school like that. I see them, you see them, but look here. You still got to control yourself as an adult. They're paying you to teach the kids, to mentor the kids, to work with the kids, not to have sex with them. Again, it's your boy Dawson. Y'all have that conversation with y'all kids. And if y'all working with kids, y'all know how to handle yourself, or you should know how to handle yourself and to control your urges, whatever those are. And also, for those teachers and adults who are working with kids who are watching these, these shows that come on television, basically on cable, these movies that come out where, the housewife is falling in love with the younger neighbor, or the husband is falling in love with, y'all got to understand that mess is Hollywood. Even if that stuff does happen for real, the consequences that are there. If that happens, you cannot look at, I know, what's the lady name? Jennifer Lopez did a movie or something like that, I think a couple years ago. And, I didn't see the movie, but I knew that was the basis for it. And, people want to act out what they see on television, even with, people with pornography and all this kind of stuff, watching stuff like that, barely 18 and all that. Why do you want somebody who's barely 18? Why do you want someone who's barely legal? And watch all of that stuff. And when it gets in your head, then you're going to go and act it out, thinking that your outcome is going to be like those people who are on television or those people in the pornography industry. And it's not. Your outcome is going to be just like this, registering as a sexual offender, with your face being sprayed all across the media, with people in your hometown who are embarrassed for you and embarrassing your family and your friends. There is no reason why these 4 adults couldn't, if they really wanted sex that bad, they could have went out and found other adults and had sex with them. That's just really how I feel about it. So it's like, as I said with the last video with Pam Stigger, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But at the end of the day, you all didn't only, hurt those children or hurt the school and the people who put trust in you to teach those children. You also embarrassed yourself and your family and people who know you, because they're going to have to live with this stigma and this shame along with you. Again, this is your guy Dawson from DMD TV. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Peace.